Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing today? Let me know. Let's see, yeah, the hair is hairing today. That's okay. Welcome. Hey. Okay. So today's topic: securing a six-figure role with your personal brand as a woman of color. Y'all know this is my specialty. I love talking about this. So we're gonna get right into it. And welcome. If you are new to my network, new to my show, new to my channel, hey, I am Latrice Huff, career and leadership coach to ambitious women of color, and it is my mission and my movement to put more women of color in leadership roles and help us find financial freedom and have positions of power. Woo, woo. Because you guys, when we make more money, we have more options and we have more resources. And I have found that personal branding is the fastest way to advancing your income, to advancing your career, and increase your income. All right, let me say that again. I have found that personal branding is the fastest way to advancing your career and increase your income. What that means is this is faster than going back to school and getting another degree. These techniques are faster than getting a certificate and just study collecting certificates. If you all were here last week, I talked a lot about this. So we're going to get right into it about how you can help secure a six-figure role using your personal brand as a woman of color. Let me tell you all, this topic is so timely right now. With everything that's going on in the world, you're hearing a lot about like DE&I programs getting removed, yet you see people getting into roles they're not qualified for, right? Like all these things are going on simultaneously. However, as a woman of color and a Black woman, you are typically the highest educated, the most educated population, the hardest working, and the least paid. I recently looked up a stat, and I think it was like Hispanic women were making like 36 cents to every dollar. And I think like Black women were like in like this 50%, and white women were like in the 60% to every dollar, for every dollar that a white man is making for the same role, for the same work, for the same credentials. This is why personal branding is going to be so important, because you can utilize your personal brand to negotiate a better salary, to ask for a raise, to ask for a promotion, right? But you need to know how to articulate your value. You need to know the problem that you solve. And it starts with knowing, how do you want people to think and speak about you when you're not in the room? Because here's the thing, we all have a brand, right? Whether you know it or not. Some of you are like, I don't know my brand. Your brand could be worker bee. Just business working. And they and behind closed doors, they're like, you know what? Miss Shakira, she just really loves working. We should give her more work, right? Or Miss Amanda, she just really loves work. We should give her more of that. Or your brand could be Mama Bee. I had one client and she was just telling me how she makes sure everyone is eating and cleaning up. You're not their mama. You're not that mama. That's not what you want your brain to be. You want your brain to be Queen Bee. You want to be known for being strategic, for having expertise, for your experience, right? You get to decide what your brand is going to be, and you get to communicate that. All right. So let me start off really quickly, you guys. I want to just take a moment. I'm calling this a Black women winning moment. I have some women of color winning moments too, but I think we need this. I just want to share. This weekend, I had a client inform me that she got an $18,500 salary increase. Woo-hoo! Okay, let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what that is. She got damn near $20,000 more for doing the exact same job. She did not get a promotion, right? Meaning she doesn't have to do more work. She didn't get a new title. She does not have to supervise additional people. She doesn't have additional responsibility. All right. And if you're like, Latrice, then how did she get this? She got it using her personal brand. This is what I have been trying to tell you all. The power of personal branding is how you're going to increase your income without burning out. So what she did, she was burned out. She was working all these hours. She had like all these like units under her. And I was like, girl, you're like you're doing a lot of work. I was like, they should really be paying you more. She's like, no, they don't give people raises. I was like, guess what? I was like, they know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. I was like, you go and ask. I think she talked to him, and I think at first it was going to be 10,000. I was like, ask for 20, but you know your metrics. We had went over her brand. She knew the problem she solved, and she knew her numbers. This is very important. You will have to know your numbers and know your metrics. We call it calculating your contributions. All right. Be able to speak on, I increased this 27%. I decreased errors by 52%. We now have a 98% customer satisfaction score. You have to know your numbers too. All right. So when she went in there, they were like, okay. They were like, it's in the next check. I don't even think it was like a lot of negotiating, but can we just take a minute? Can we just take a minute to celebrate Black women winning and getting more money in 2024? In 2024. All right. So I wanted to start us off with that notion that personal branding can be the fastest way to advancing your career and increase your income, and share that Black women, that Black woman winning moment with you all. Now, let me continue on about the personal branding, how you all can use this to secure your personal brand, to secure a six-figure role with your personal brand. All right. Let me know who out there who wants a six-figure role or beyond. Just put a Y in the comments. A yes, I should be seeing like, all right, six, yes, yes, yes. If this is what you want, I should be seeing it in the comments. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay and put a Y in the comments. Here's the thing. If you want a six-figure role, the first step, you have to believe that you can get the six-figure role. Let me tell you all why this is the first step. So many times people are taking actions. They'll look at LinkedIn, look at Google, I'm doing all the things, but deep down inside, they don't believe it's possible for them. If you don't believe something is possible for you, it won't happen for you, no matter how hard you work. Actually, let me take that back. It may work. You're gonna do it such the hard way. You're gonna put in so much effort, so much work. It's gonna be so all this unnecessary energy. And then let me tell you, I have seen this. If you do not work on your confidence and your belief that you belong in that six-figure role, within 1 year, by choice or force, you will be removed from that role. I have seen this time and time again. This is why I have started to implement so much mindset and confidence boosting inside of my program, because I noticed people weren't believing that they deserved it or could get a six-figure role. So it was taking way longer than it needed to. Or then if they got it and they didn't believe that they belonged, within a year, they were either removed by force or by choice. So that's why this is so important that you know and that you believe you can get this six-figure role. If you believe you can get a six-figure role, let me tell you, it'll start happening like magic. Ideas will come to you about your brand. You'll start to remember things that you've accomplished, right? I just had this recently with one of my clients. And she was from another country. She came over here. She thought she needed to start from scratch. She was like, none of what I did in my home country matters. And I was like, that's not true. We're just gonna brand you as a global HR professional. And I was like, and you need to believe that you are worth it. And she started telling me all of these things that she did. She had nearly a decade of experience. She had gotten the HR certifications here in the States. I was like, okay, we're now going to brand you as this global HR professional. We did that. And I was like, I need you to believe that this is possible for you. She was like, Latrice, I want to believe. I was like, no, let's work on you believing that this is possible for you. That is what we worked on. We got her brand straight and we worked on her belief. You guys, it was about maybe a little over 3 months. She landed a job with a $55,000 salary increase. Did y'all hear me? It seems like my like I froze for a minute. Within, I think it was a little over 3 months, she landed a job with a $55,000 salary increase. I mean, that is quality of life change money. And this is possible when you believe. I'm going to share something really quickly on the flip side. I spoke to this young lady. she had like I want to say she had a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, and she was like, Latrice, I'm not even making 50K. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I always just thought I would never make more than 45,000, and she was like, and I never have in her entire career. And she was, I want to say she was over 40, she was in her 40s, and I was like, but that's because you believed that, so you've making it true. And guess what? She opted not to work with me. So if you true and I tell people, if you truly believe that you will never make six figures, I'm not the coach for you. I'm not the one for you. Because if you're like, Latrice, I'm on the cuff, I can help you get their belief. But if you want to hold on to that belief that you will never make six figures, then you never will. And no coach can help you, not even me. This is how important belief in that mindset piece is. You have to believe it's possible for you, no matter your age, no matter your race, no matter your gender, no matter if you have a degree or not, no matter your industry. You have to know that it is at least possible for you. At least possible. Okay? At least possible. And this is a lot of mindset is what I go over with my clients, because then we start to work on like, what is your six figure identity? Oh, they love that. That really moves the needle when you get into the six figure identity. All right. And let me tell you all, I want to share this. This is why I am doing a free 3-day series. It is a free personal branding series for women of color. It's called Secure the Bag Beyond Six Figures. So if you're interested in that, put branding in the comments and we will send you all that link. So if you're interested, in it's a free 3-day series. It's only about like 30 minutes to an hour each day, but I have it broken down, and day one is mindset. And we're going to go over the identity of a six-figure earner and the identity that you need to earn six figures and beyond in your career and your business. Okay. So put branding in the comments. We'll give you that link. You'll sign up. You all will love it. We're going to have so much fun. That is not going to be on LinkedIn. That is, you need a private Zoom link. I'm keeping it private, invite only. So go ahead, put branding in the comments. I'll get you all that link, and I'm going to be so excited. Let me put my little banner up that says, put branding in the comments for the free workshop. Yes, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. Y'all know that. Okay. Next, I want to talk about, and we talked a little bit about this earlier, you have to know how to calculate your contributions. This is that second piece. So once you're like, I'm starting to believe, we're going to help you get into your six-figure identity as well. Next is like, okay, do you actually know how to calculate your contributions? This is where the magic happens. Can you talk to your accomplishments in dollar cents, percentages, change, impact, those type of things? That makes securing the six-figure role much easier. Whether you want to secure a six-figure role at your current company and you want to get a raise or a promotion, right? Or whether you're looking outside your company and you want to go somewhere else. When you know your metrics, when you know your numbers, this makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier because you're going to know your branding statement. This is what I help my clients do in our Fearless Branding Formula. We help them come out with their branding statement first. They know what their brand is. And when they in these interviews, that's what they say first. We talk about the brand. Your metrics, your numbers is backing up what you said you could do. All right. Let me know if you all understand that. It's backing out what you said you could do. This is the power of metrics. This is how my client got that $18,500 increase without taking on more responsibilities and working additional hours. It's because she was able to calculate her contributions and clearly articulate her value. You really got to know how to do this to seal the deal and secure that six-figure role. This is all part of your personal brand, okay? And then that third piece, you have to know the problem you solve. Let me tell you guys, this is a biggie. So many of you all don't know the problem you solve. So if you don't know the problem you solve, right? You don't know the problem you solve. That's part of your brain. You don't know the problem you solve. You don't know your brand, right? You don't know how to calculate your contributions. You know what happens? Somebody less qualified than you comes in talking about, yeah, I could solve this problem. I could solve your retention rate. I could do this. I could do that. And they get the role. not because they were more qualified, not because they had more experience, credentials, or education, but simply because they knew how to communicate the problem that they solved. And they probably also knew how to talk about their metrics. This is the missing piece. I see women of color, we think my work should speak for itself. It does not. The only thing your work says is that you like to do work or you want more work. Your work does not speak for itself. You should be speaking for your work. So if you're like, my company know what I do, okay, but do they know the impact that you're making on the bottom line? And sometimes they do, and they just playing with you and not giving you your money because you don't know, because you didn't ask for it, because you didn't come to them and say, hey, I just realized I caught $1 million error right here. Can I get a bonus? Can I get 20K? Can I get 30K on it? And that is literally a true story. I've had several clients come to me and tell me they found $1 million errors. They've prevented $1 million loss. And there's always like $1 million. I was like, oh my God. And I'd be like, what did you get for it? They'd be like, they took me to lunch. They gave me a nice review. I'll be like, is this on your resume? No. How do you think you were able to find it and nobody else could? I don't know. What's the problem? What problem that you solve for that company? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, at this level, everybody that they interview for the most part is going to be qualified. So if you're playing like Latrice, but I got 2 master's degrees, this person only had one. Yes, but they could articulate the problem that they solve and they could articulate their value. If you're like, but Latrice, I got 20 years experience, they only have 7. I understand that, but they came in and clearly said that the company has this problem. They were like, I can solve this problem for you quicker, faster, and better than anybody else. That's branding. That's the power of personal branding. And I find that as women of color, a lot of times we are taught just in our culture, right? Not to brag, not to boast, let our work speak for ourselves. We got to work twice as hard for half as much. And we are not doing that in 2024. In 2025, we're not doing that anymore. Okay. Let me just tell y'all, we're stopping that right now. Right? We want to get paid for the work that we do. When you sit there and work twice as hard for half as much, you just get lapped. You just get lapped. And now you're accepting half as much for double the work. That's what happens. And that's not what we're doing in 2024 and 2025. That's not what we're doing. Okay. So it is so important that you understand and that you know the problem that you solve. If you don't, no worries. Like I said, I have that free workshop. We're going to go through it. It is a whole series, and we have different topics that we're going to go through on different days. It is completely free for you guys. This is my gift to you all. As my network, as people, as women of color, I want to see you all win. I want more women of color winning. And at the end of the first session, I'm actually going to be doing like LinkedIn reviews. If you're on the call, I'm going to be doing quick LinkedIn reviews, and I'm going to be opening up my fearless branding formula. That is my signature program. It is a personal branding and a mindset program specifically to help women of color increase their income $20,000 to $50,000 and land a 6-figure promotion in 90 days. Because here's the thing, you guys, like I said, personal branding is the fastest way to advancing your career and increase your income. And let me tell you all what that looks like. Personal branding is the key to landing that 6-figure promotion. Personal branding is the key to you quickly starting your business and being profitable. If you want to start a business and be profitable, you need to utilize your personal brand. It is not about paying for ads and and like posting 100 times or like the perfect website. It is about you building your brand. I also have clients using their brand who have gotten speaking engagements, paid speaking engagements because of their personal brand. I have gotten paid speaking engagements. This past round of my FBF program, I had 3 clients land paid speaking engagements. I was so proud of them. Paid speaking engagements because of your personal brand. This is your personal branding is also what's going to allow you to easily find that job that's going to allow you to work remotely, travel abroad, and spend time with your family. Like, I'll share some more. You all going to see, if you're not following me, be sure to follow me, share this out too. But I'm going to be sharing more case studies and testimonials about my clients who have landed six-figure remote roles. This is when we really changing the game, where now we're landing six-figure remote roles. I just had a client not too long ago. She landed a 90K remote role. I have another client. She has a remote role. One pays 70K, and she has like a what do you call it? Like a per diem one that pays 30K. So she's making six figures from home. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about personal branding, because these days remote roles is not like it was in 2022 and 2021 where all the companies were like remote, remote, remote. You really have to utilize your personal brand in your network to easily secure a six-figure remote role. All right. So if you all have any questions, let me know. Oh, thank you. Hey, Professor Roxanne. Thank you. She's a great job, Latrice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. Okay, if you all are interested and you want to get a and you want to attend the personal branding series beyond securing the bag beyond six figures, put branding in the comments. I will get that out to you all. We start on December 3rd at 7 p.m. That's when the first session starts, and I will see you all soon. Bye.